Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are planning out the week that was April 22nd through to April 28th, and we are using this absolutely stunning kit from Plannerface along with a silver confetti foil bundle from Plannerface as well. I think this spread turned out so cute. When I went to plan with it, because whenever I buy my kits, I always buy the 15mm washi add-on, and I knew that I bought it for this kit. But when I went to plan with this kit, the washi wasn't with the kit. So I was like, what the heck am I going to do? Like, I don't know where it is. I know it's somewhere, but it's in my, one of my 3,000 piles scattered around my house somewhere. And I don't know where to even begin looking, because I'm honestly not kidding when I tell you, from where I'm sitting on the couch right now doing this voiceover, I've got 2 chests of drawers filled with stickers that I probably have to destash and get rid of. To my left, my desk has a pile of stickers and a box full of stickers I need to get rid of. In front of me, to the left, I've got my 2 folders of stickers. I've got some leftovers. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you. No. I am exaggerating when I tell you I've got 3,000 piles of stickers all over my house. But I'm not exaggerating when I say that I've got piles of stickers all over my house, because I quite literally do. But yeah, I had no idea what to do. And then I remembered that a while ago I had purchased some Scribble Prints Co. washi tapes in a destash, and I didn't own any SPC tapes, wasn't sure what they would be like, wasn't sure if I was going to like them, but I knew that they were the bow from SPC that I quite like. So I bought a couple, and I bought them in shades of washi, shades of colors that I don't have washi in. So I bought a periwinkle blue, I bought a deep maroon with a gold, and then a maroon with I think a rose gold. I did buy pink ones, but I bought pink with gold, silver, rose gold, so that I had options. And I don't know, I just purchased a variety of them. And it just so happened that when I started looking through those tapes that I'd put away and completely forgotten about, that I had the washi that you'll see laid down on my page right now, which is this periwinkle. Is periwinkle the right color? And it just, I think it matches really nicely. It's not the exact shade of what is in the kit, but I think it's close enough and matches well enough that it looks quite nice with the completed spread. It doesn't look out of place or anything. You'll see when we get to the end of the spread, but you can let me know your thoughts then. But yeah, I'm just really happy with how this turned out. I think the silver confetti, I feel like silver was the only option for this kit in terms of foil, and I feel like the confetti was perfect because you can't quite see it, it's not overwhelming, and it doesn't detract from the boxes in this kit, which I think are absolutely beautiful, but it does give it that little pop of foil, which is always nice. So I really enjoyed this kit. This week was my mum's birthday week, so it was mum's birthday on the 25th, and we do have a public holiday on that day. So that's always nice for mum. But other than that, at a quick glance, I think it was just very much a normal kind of week. Are there any other housekeeping bits and bobs? I do not think so. So let's go ahead and go through everything. Let's try and be a little bit more, let's do something different. Let's see if we can name where each of the stickers are from. So we know where the base is from, we know where the kit's from. In the sidebar, I've done my tour box and then an extra 4 box down the bottom. I've tracked my socials, and I've got my highlight of the week section. The Instagram sticker is from Sticker Thief, who again I don't believe is open anymore. And the YouTube button is from Olive Studio, who I think closed and then reopened as a digitals only. But I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to check before I link them in the description below. But then we'll go ahead and we'll get into Monday. So at the top of the day there, of course, I have Mark Work. The laptop is from Stella Bow Sticker Co., who once again is also no longer open. And the script is from Plannerface. This day we did have a vet appointment for my potato, aka the guinea pig. So I have marked a vet appointment there. The script is from Plannerface, and the little potato icon or guinea pig is from Fox and Cactus. I then marked that we did a food shop. I don't know whether that means that he had a vet appointment, I picked him up later and picked up my husband, and then we went to the shop, or whether I did an online shop. couldn't tell you, but I marked food shop. And both the script and icon are from Planet Face. I then marked that I had some coffee. The coffee cup is from the foil bundle and the script is from Planet Face. I then marked that we watched both I'm a Celebrity and Food Stars that night, and the TV icon is, it may be from the kit looking at the color, but it is from Planet Face. And then I've marked that I uploaded a plan with me that night and that flat lay sticker, and the flat lay stickers throughout the rest of the week from Stellabo Sticker Co. Over on to Tuesday, I marked work, and then I marked doing some laundry. So again, the scripts, I think all of the scripts in this kit are either from the foil bundle or from Planet Face, and everything else is handwritten. And then the little robe is from the kit. I then marked that on this day with a little once more with love emoji, munchkin, that I did a pregnancy test, and it came back with an indent line, which meant that I wasn't pregnant. I don't know if it was because it was an old test or what, but basically the indent line, for anyone who doesn't know, it kind of looks like a second line, but it's grey and colourless. And that's how you know it's an indent versus it being like a pregnancy test. Sorry, a positive pregnancy. But why did I mark? I feel like that was just a spur of the moment pregnancy test, because maybe my period was late or something like that, because I didn't have any like transfers or anything like that in April. My first transfer wasn't until May. So I think maybe my period was late, and so I took a pregnancy test just to be sure. And it was an indent, which for anyone who has been in the trenches of trying to conceive or infertility, you know that a negative pregnancy test and even getting your period is so depressing and so disappointing. Like, whilst you know that getting your period is something that you need to undergo your fertility treatments and your IVF cycles, getting it every month is a reminder of what you don't have. And it's so saddening. And it's just, if you know, you know. I then marked that I did a voiceover this day, and the little character sticker there is from Stellabo. I marked having a YouTube binge, and that icon is from Planet Face. I then marked that I had chicken rolls and salad, maybe a chicken roll and salad. And then I finished off the day by marking that we had family time, which again, for anyone who does not know, just means pretty much that my husband and I chilled out on the couch with our doggos, and we either scrolled TikTok, I watched YouTube, we watched TV, whatever it may be. And that icon is from Planet Face as well. On Wednesday, I've marked work at the top of the day, and then after work, I did mark doing a voiceover. I also marked doing laundry. The laundry icon is from the foil bundle. I then marked that I had some coffee, that I hung out on Twitch. The laptop sticker is from Stellabo Sticker Co. And then I marked that we watched I'm a Celebrity, and that I uploaded a plan with me. And again, any of the little like foiled icons that you see throughout this spread are from Planet Face as well. And generally when I mark things like work or uploads or anything like that, I do it consistently. So I use like the same icon or the same flat lay. Just so that you know, just in case I don't say where something is from. On Thursday the 25th, it was my mama's birthday. It was also Anzac Day, so my mum was actually born on Anzac Day, so she shares her day with that. It's not a holiday. Memorial Day? So I marked mum's birthday and that it was Anzac Day. I marked that I had some coffee for breakfast. Also, the birthday girl is from Fox and Cactus. The little like flower pot thing is from the kit. And then I did use an extender on this day because I marked having a lazy morning with some deco from the kit. I then used some more deco from the kit, but I didn't actually specify what that was for, and I don't have the plans in front of me, so I'm going to need to go and find those so that I can finish filling in that box. And then, of course, because it was my mum's birthday, and as I've mentioned to you guys before, Usually for our birthdays, we do like cake and coffee with each of my parents. And for some unknown, ridiculous reason, we don't do things on weekends. We do it on the day of the birthday. And because both of my parents are separated, we go to one parent's house and then another parent's house. And usually, like, we don't get to my mum's until like 6, 7 at night by the time everyone gets there. And then we stay there until like 9, sometimes 10. And then we have to go to my dad's. So we get home from my dad's at like 1 o'clock in the morning and then usually have to get up and go to work the next morning. It's a nightmare. But every time I try to change the plans or like make it work for everyone a little bit better or do something on the weekend, everyone kind of says no and makes a big fuss out of it. So we just have to live in a state of exhaustion after birthdays. But we went to my mum's house to stay. Because my parents are separated and they don't actually talk at the moment, when it's either of their birthdays, we obviously only go to ones. Like when it's mum's birthday, we go to mum's. When it's dad's birthday, we go to dad's. So that's a saving grace in this regard. So we went to my mum's. We had pizza for dinner. And then I marked that we had cake, coffee, and sing-songs, aka we sung happy birthday. The little icon there is from my D-stash, so I can't tell you where it's from, the little house. And the little balloon is from Planaface. On Friday, once again, I have used an extender. And then I have marked that I had a day off, a lazy morning, and that I had McDonald's for breakfast. Oh, this was the day we went on, like, I'm going to try and be really quickly here, so I might not tell you where everything is from. I apologize. But my husband decided that before we went ahead and had our very first embryo transfer, he'd gotten me a voucher for my birthday to go and do a float tank. And so he booked us into a hotel where the float tank is so that we could go, we could have a night out, stay in a hotel, have a fancy dinner, and I could do my float tank, which was really, really nice. So that's what this day was. So I had the day off work, marked my lazy morning. Then I marked that we had McDonald's for lunch before we checked into the hotel. And then I've never seen it anywhere. I don't know where to purchase it. If anyone knows where to purchase it, please let me know because I would love to have it. But we sat down and we put the TV on in the hotel room and it was playing Land Before Time, but like in a marathon. So we started watching that. I think it was, I don't know which one it was. I was going to say it's number 1. I think it was number 1 actually. But then I didn't get to see the end of it because I did have my float tank booked. So at 5 p.m. I did my first ever float tank and it was an experience, you guys. It was, you go into the room, I had to have a shower to wash my body down before I got in the tank. Then I had, I think it was an hour in the tank. And when you get in the tank, you can opt to have the top closed or open. There's lights in there that you can turn on or keep on. And then there's like sensory music. And then when it gets to the end of the hour, they play the music comes back on. I think the music goes off after like 15 minutes and then it comes back on at the end so that it prompts you to know that it's the end of the session. And then when you get out of the tank, you have to shower again and then get dressed and leave. And when I first got in the tank, I was scared to have the lid down because like claustrophobia, what if it locks and I can't get out, those sorts of fears. So I had that. And then there was a little float for your head to help you float because apparently people get paranoid that they're not going to be able to float. So I had that for a little while, but then I got rid of it. I ended up shutting the tank. The lights were on. It was just, I turned the lights off at some point. It was just so amazing. And I wish I would have realized that that was this day so I could have talked about it more. But if you've never done a float tank and you want to relax, I highly recommend float tanks. I want to do another one, but because of life and IVF, I've not been able to go back. I then marked that I was so relaxed. I felt so tired and so ready for bed after that. It was really, really nice. But then I marked that I got ready. We went out to my favorite restaurant for dinner and I had pasta and wine. And then we played drinking games when we got back to the hotel. On Saturday, I slept in. We checked out of the hotel late. I think it was like an 11 a.m. checkout. We went to a local cafe for breakfast. Then we went to the bookstore. I got a coffee from Coffee Club. We went and did some groceries. I pulled some stickers. And then when we got home, I marked that we finished watching The Ones Who Live. Don't recall what that was, so apologies. But yeah. And then on to Sunday, I marked sleeping in. I then put a breakfast sticker down, but didn't mark what we had for breakfast. I marked cleaning. I did some laundry. I marked that I filmed. I watched some YouTube, and then we had a lazy evening. So that is the end of this spread. So I probably could have elaborated more on that float tank, but like I was saying, I really, really want to go back and do another one. But when you undergo your IVF treatments, because there's a lot of like internal ultrasounds and things like that, they tend to like tell you to avoid things like swimming, um, submerging in any type of water and things like that. And obviously with a float tank, it's full of different salts and bits and pieces. So they kind of tell you to avoid those as well. But that is this spread. Let me know your thoughts below, especially what you think about the washi tape. And I'll see you all very, very soon for another one. Thanks for watching. Bye.